I'm reading some mad stuff. I think they're both a little bit.
I think
fake.
Mitch just loved the fact that he had 2 girls wanting him.
Everyone's like, why would you do it twice? I'm like, why wouldn't you?
Hi guys, it's Jodie here from ODE, and these Love Island dumpings are happening so thick and fast that I can't even keep up. But I've managed to pull 2 of our dumped Islanders, Ouzy and Kady, join me now. How are you guys?
Yeah, very good, very good.
How is life now that you're out? It feels like you've been out for a while.
Well, has it been a week
A
now?
week. A week, yeah.
It's been a week, and it feels like we've been out for a month.
Yeah.
But then it's been a bit hectic.
Yeah, it's been mad. We've had so much to do in this week.
It's been non-stop.
And you're used to this because obviously you've done this all before. So are you taking Ouzy under your wing a little bit?
Literally taking. I'm like his new manager. I'm teaching him so much, learning all the ropes.
Yeah.
So for you then, when they asked you to go back in, how did you initially feel?
So I got asked to go back last year,
Right.
instead of Adam Collard. But about 2 days before I was meant to fly out, they basically said that the narrative's changed and we need a boy. So I was like, okay, that is what it is. So yeah, I kind of had a feeling they might ask me again for the next one. I wasn't sure though, but I literally had like 4 or 5 days to pack and leave from them calling me. So I was like, you could have gave me a bit more notice.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just thought, who gets to do it once, let alone twice? And I thought, I'm going to be 30 in a couple of years, so just do it. Why not?
It's another opportunity.
Yeah,
and
why
if
not?
anything, it's a free holiday.
Yeah, exactly. Everyone's like, why would you do it twice? I'm like, why wouldn't you?
Yeah.
So yeah.
And I guess it's another chance to find love as well, right?
Oh, absolutely. The first time I didn't think I'd find it, let alone, not saying we're in love, but I mean, even just to find a connection.
Yeah.
The second time is actually crazy.
And why would you turn that down? Do you know what I mean?
No.
And you came in obviously at Casa Amor. Did you know that you were going to go in at that point?
No, so I only had 1 day's notice.
What?
Yeah, I got told on the Saturday I just finished football training and I had a missed call and I phoned them back and they were like, can you fly out tomorrow? And I was like, you're kidding me. No haircut, no clothes. I was like, nah. But I was like, it's like an opportunity of a lifetime, like to go in to do something like that. So I thought I might as well take it and not regret it in the future.
And did you expect to get into Casa and hear another Scottish voice, especially somebody
yeah.
that you already knew as well?
Yeah, I already knew Ella was in it, so I was rooting for her before I found out I was going in. So yeah, it was nice to see her there.
Was that a wee comfort thing then, knowing that at least you knew someone?
A little bit, yeah. Obviously, I knew Mal as well from before because she's from Edinburgh as well. But she had just got dumped just before. So yeah, I knew Ella was the only one I really knew.
How did you feel about walking back in?
Oh, I was so nervous.
Were you?
Yeah, the first time round, I had no cares in the world. But this time, because obviously people have already judged me for the last 7 years, they already kind of know of who I am or what I was like on season 2. I felt like I had expectations to live up to. People might have wanted me to act like season 2 Kady or might not wanted me to. And I was really, really nervous. Really nervous. I thought I was going to be sick before I was walking in.
Really?
Yeah.
And so did you have all that in the back of your head? Were you like, maybe I should act like this, maybe I should do this because this is what people want? Or did you just say to yourself, I need to block all that out and just be me?
I had to block all that out because one thing with me, like, I'm always real and I'm true to myself and I can't try and put on an act. And however I wanted to act in them situations, I just had to be true to myself. So it might have been a good thing, it might have been a disappointment to some people, but I just acted how I act now.
Because obviously you've went back in, all the old videos have come up, like all the old TikToks. So like, I'm sorry, but I loved that season. Like, it was so good. Do you see all those videos now when you're like, how
I'm
do you
watching
feel?
it, I'm like, it's mad because it was literally 7 years ago.
You were so young.
I was 20, literally just turned 20. I was an absolute like you could tell, I was literally a little spoilt brat. I was a baby. I didn't know how to handle my emotions, and I fell in love so quickly in there. Like, I was with someone from the whole time, but I still have that fiery side in me. But I'm 27 now, so I wanted to be a little bit more mature, but still a bit immature. It depends on the situation.
And you guys, are you similar ages? Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So do you think that's why you kind of maybe connected then as well?
Yeah, I feel like we were just both on the same level. And then, like, when we first started getting to know each other, we weren't coupled up, which I felt like worked out.
There's
like,
no pressure.
Yeah.
We kind of
No
just
pressure, yeah.
organically, just started talking and just, what I mean?
Yeah.
It wasn't no pressure. And I was like, thank God there's someone older in there. I was like praying for someone older. I couldn't chat with all the younger guys in there.
So we obviously didn't really see the kind of start of your like romance blossoming. Did it kind of just start off as like friendship and then go from there?
Not really.
No,
'cause
was it flirty?
Yeah, we both fancied each other
Oh.
from Casa.
From Casa, we even said like we fancied each other. I know we only spoke like once in Casa, but then in the villa we just hit off.
Yeah, the first couple of days were so difficult, just because I was in a couple, but I wasn't really in a couple.
Yeah.
But then after that, when me and Kady started getting to know each other, my time just became unreal in there.
Oh, I feel like we didn't see enough of that as well. Was there a lot more of you two spending time together that we maybe didn't see?
Oh, we were literally with each other every second of the day.
Oh.
Like even if there was one point I wasn't with him for like 5 minutes, and Mitch was like, "Are you lost?
Oh.
Like, are you lost?" And I was like, "Oh, I'm just going toilet." But like maybe we were quite boring because we weren't like Messy Mitch and there was the Abby Scott Ella B, and like I get the narrative of that. But we just genuinely just got on so well.
I feel like if people saw the way we really were, then they would have a different perspective on us.
Well, let's talk about the drama in the villa then, because there was plenty of drama. Let's talk about that recoupling moment when you went back with Ella and then it all kicked off. How did you feel in that moment? Because it was so awkward.
Yeah, so my feelings basically went, I was so buzzing before I went in, that because I was going into the main villa. And then as soon as I stepped in and I saw everyone's reaction, because Kady actually warned me how good Ty and Ella's connection was.
Oh,
but
really? Did
I
you?
didn't really see that.
Not warned, but basically I was also shocked when I came in on week 3 at how Ty and Ella are. From day dot, they were obsessed. So I kind of I just said to him, like, they are literally like the real deal.
Wow.
But I thought she was just grafting me. So I didn't.
No, I was literally just like just talking, and then he was like, "Oh, I thought Kady was saying it to like put me off Ella." I was like, "No."
And then for you at the recoupling, what was it like when you saw Molly was back? Because that was a big twist.
We all guessed it in Casa.
Did you?
Yeah.
Right.
But obviously seeing it was like, oh my God, it's confirmed. But I felt like them putting Molly back in, he kind of had no choice anyway. Even if he maybe didn't. Do you know what I mean? I'm glad it's happened how it is, by the way. Like, I'm so glad I'm with Ouzy. But I'm just saying the fact that, like, they put Molly back in, it kind of was like, you've got to get back with Molly now.
The recoupling, there was, like, a wee kind of, like, smiley moment between you and Molly.
When I saw that, I was like, oh, my God. But she done this little nut. Like, I didn't even notice at the time. I didn't even clock her faces at the time. I was just kind of just trying to stay, like, composed.
And obviously Molly had said about you leaving. Were you shocked to see that? Because you said that you guys were friends. She was wearing your bikini, doing each other's hair. Like,
yeah, like we got on in there. Like there was no tension with us at all. Like,
so why do you think she said that then? Because obviously the whole kiss
I'm
thing.
the problem.
Right.
That Zach's the problem, and I think by me not being there, she thinks her problems are sorted.
Right.
I'm not saying there's problems, but you know what I mean. Like, I don't know. I was a bit like, oh. Because but literally that day she wore my bikini and it was all like, we were fine. Like, I was just a bit shocked by it because I just thought there was no bad tension on my side of things anyway, but she obviously just didn't like me, which is fair enough.
It seemed like from the Snog Mary Pie, she took it as if there was still feelings between you and Zach.
Yeah.
Was there any feelings between you two, or was it just for the challenge?
Just for the challenge. I mean, don't get me wrong, he's attractive. I mean, everyone's attractive. We're on Love Island. So, but as a connection and wanting to get to know him, like, absolutely no from me. It was just I wanted to marry him. Snog. I didn't really want to snog everyone in there. I'd already snogged Zach, so I thought it was easier to go for him as well. But yeah, I was more shocked that it was more shocking from him to do it to me.
Yeah. It's awkward, isn't it? And then when you guys got dumped, obviously it was for Whitney and Lochan to decide. Do you feel like there was any sort of calculations behind that, or do you think they just had to make a decision?
Yeah, I'm reading some mad stuff.
It doesn't make sense to me.
Which does not make sense.
Right.
Even their reason at the time didn't make sense. I was thinking...
Yeah, to be fair, their reasoning didn't really make too much sense. But, like, we're not bitter about it. It's not Character Island.
Yeah.
They wanted to keep Mitch because he was a big character. But like, there's no like hard feelings. Like Whitney and Lochan, it was a horrible decision they had to do. And like, what is the right decision? It's not a right decision. But yeah.
Was there any beef between you and Whitney? Because that seems to be a rumour as well.
Another rumour. Apparently we had a massive argument in Casa and security had to come in.
Yeah.
Not true at all. Security never came in. The argument actually started with Kat and Ella, and then we all just basically us girls in there were like sisters. We'd go rah, rah, rah,
Yeah.
and then within 10 minutes we'd go, oh, do you want to make a cup of tea? And like, that's just what it's like. Well, you're with each other every second of the day. You can't get away from each other. Like every second of the day, like we all loved each other so much. Yes, we had bickers, but like this whole like me and Whitney have massive beef is not the case. Me and Whitney got on so well. At the first week, we were trying to navigate each other because we kind of realised, oh, you know what, we're actually really similar. I don't like reading that about me and Whitney.
And then they dumped us.
Yeah, and then they dumped us.
I know,
But,
it's a tricky one.
Yeah, I mean, no bad blood.
And then last night's episode took a bit of a twist. I saw your tweet about Messy Mitch. So you're saying that you think that he should have seen this about Ella B before. He's claiming that she's fake. What do you think about the whole situation?
What I'll say to him, Mitch and Ella, they're not compatible for each other. I think they're both were fake with each other.
Okay.
The fact that Mitch was just saying it now, like we all know Ella B's type, and you know I know mutuals that she knows that people that she dated before and stuff. I think Mitch was the easy option to go for, but then also I think Mitch has been quite fake with Ella B as well. I don't think any of their feelings are 100% genuine. I think they're both a little bit.
I think
fake.
Mitch just loved the fact that he had two girls wanting him.
Really?
Yeah,
Right.
he loved it.
For a change.
He loved it. Yeah, he literally was lapping it up.
Do you think he still liked Abby deep down?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's gone too far now. He's been very actually quite rude about Abby and disrespectful. There was stuff he said as well that wasn't aired, and you know, as much as I love Messy Mitch and he's one of my closest friends, like I love Abby. She's a very sensitive soul. She catches feelings very quick, wears her heart on her sleeve, and it wasn't nice how Mitch has been to Abby. It's actually not nice to watch.
Is it weird because you're like spending all this time together doing all these interviews, but then you're not actually just getting to date?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Literally today we've got a jam-packed day doing so much stuff, but we're not actually, even though we're together, we're not like...
It's like a colleague almost.
Yeah.
Colleague that you fancy.
Yeah. So hopefully once the show finishes, you know, we can actually sort our schedules out a little bit. Because at the moment, it's hectic.
It's chaos.
And there's no label on anything at the moment then?
Like seeing
Seeing each other.
Seeing each other?
Like we're seeing each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Listen, guys, it's so good to see you.
Thank
Thank you
you.
so much.
Thank
It's been so
you.
nice to see you.
Thank you.